All right, good Monday morning. We are officially 5 days away from Christmas. Cannot believe that. And Hanukkah started last night.
That's right.
So a lot of great things happening so far.
Happy
Sarah, how you doing?
Hanukkah. Good. I have the Christmas tracker countdown all in my head.
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope Santa
You're going to
comes.
be tracking Santa's
Of course.
progress? Yeah. What is that, like NORAD or what is the thing
Yeah,
that's supposed
NORAD.
to-
I know
There
Sarah
you go.
Spivey. She's going to be working with me that morning. We'll be
Okay.
tracking it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, seeing what Santa's up to. Yeah, as we get set for Christmas week, I cannot believe it is here, but that is absolutely the case. Christmas shopping, you good to go?
No.
Me neither.
Never. Absolutely not. Hey, but this weekend was a wild sports
Yes,
weekend. Of
it was.
course, Argentina.
Manu. Well, yeah. Well,
Manu.
Yes,
We're cheering for Manu.
Yeah, absolutely. Argentina gets it done in a thrilling match.
What a
That was
great,
an
great match.
unbelievable match. Great way to start your Sunday morning. And also some other news that we're following today. Elon Musk, will he be stepping down as the head of Twitter after some users told him to?
Do you ever, foot in mouth, like, hey, I'm going to do this. Don't tempt me. I'm going to do this.
Yeah. Elon Musk, a lot going on with that guy there. Yeah.
But first, hey, we're going to start up with the wrap-up meetings on the January 6th insurrection. It's a big day for those seeking accountability for the Capitol riot.
That's right. The White House January 6th committee is holding what is expected to be its final meeting today, where members will vote on formally adopting the committee's final report and possible criminal referrals to the Justice Department.
So we'll be airing this final meeting on KSAT. That's set for noon today, and that could actually complicate a related trial happening nearby.
That's right. This morning, a trial against 5 members of the Proud Boys is set to begin. Their lawyers have argued the timing will actually interfere with that trial.
So the Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio and 4 others are charged with seditious conspiracy for their alleged roles in that Capitol riot. They've all pleaded not guilty. Again, we're going to be airing the January 6th meeting, which is a different, not related to that trial,
Yes.
happening today, and then we'll be airing it right here on KSAT.
Yeah, you can check that out on air and online. The latest developments there, as it's been quite a journey there for this hearing and this committee there to finally put together what we believe might be the final report here at this meeting. So we will continue to follow that.
Okay, and I feel like there's always some drama with Elon Musk.
To say the least.
It really,
Yeah.
really is, and this time he kind of created it. Well, usually he creates the drama himself.
Right, yeah, so Elon Musk here, of course, he's now taken over Twitter. He created a poll on said Twitter, basically about him, big shock there, and he may not like the results from that poll. So last night, the Twitter CEO tweeted a poll asking the social media platform's users, should I step down as the head of Twitter? And he also said, quote, I will abide by the results of this poll.
Yeah. That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And that poll ended this morning with the result not in his favor. 57.5% voted yes, that Musk should step down, and 42.5% voted no. And more than 17 million people casted their vote in that poll.
Yeah, so Musk has not immediately reacted to the outcome of this vote. And again, this is one of those things where, I mean, you never know if he's being serious about this or not.
No.
I mean, he could just be trolling us.
But there's been been so much turmoil since Musk
Yeah.
took over. A lot of layoffs have happened.
Yeah.
A lot of people have quit their jobs. He says that the environment of Twitter, he wants to change things. He wants people not working from home. He wants
Right.
them in the office. He even created beds and rooms where people can sleep to work these long shifts. So
Yeah.
it's just been kind
Weird.
of
Okay.
chaotic. And
It
now
has
now
been,
he's like, oh, am I going to step down?
Yeah, and then remember last week he suspended several journalists for, I think it was 7 days, right? A lot of journalists that he had claimed were geolocating him or basically doxing him, I guess, trying to find out like where he was or
And then
where
his
his flights were going.
private
and stuff.
plane
Yeah,
tracker got-
it's been a weird,
Yeah.
weird stint so far. And interesting because I don't know if other people have mentioned this to you, Sarah, but to me, a lot of people have been like, well, I'm done with Twitter. Like, I'm out.
I was
Like,
done with Twitter before it started. Like, I feel bad.
You're not, no. And you know what? Yeah, you're not too active on
I'm an
there, now that I
Instagram
think
girl.
about it. Okay.
You know,
yeah,
just
yeah.
basic girl on Instagram.
I've always said that I think Twitter is a good platform when it comes to real-time events like
Celebrities.
sports. The way that the World Cup was taking place yesterday. I mean, just to see some of the reaction from around the world. But yeah, this is I don't know. These signs do not look very good for this. And who knows, he's probably not going to step down, but whatever.
We'll see if this was an actual serious poll or not.
Yeah.
Hey, but on to some other news. A flight from Phoenix to Honolulu carrying several people traveling for the holidays encountered some severe turbulence shortly before landing, sending some passengers and flight attendants objects flying about the cabin. 11 people are seriously hurt, RJ.
Yeah, this is pretty scary here. So in all, 36 people received medical treatment following the turbulent flight, and they received treatment for bumps, bruises, cuts, and you could imagine a lot of people got sick on there. Nausea was a big thing that they had to be treated for as well.
Yeah, so that flight landed from Phoenix safely in Honolulu about 10:50 in the morning, and Hawaiian Air Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer said, quote, sometimes these air pockets occur with no warning. It's rare to have that level of extreme turbulence. It was a very extreme case of mid-air turbulence. And he says the fasten seatbelt sign was on when that incident of turbulence occurred.
Yeah, did they say where it was? Was it over the Pacific when this happened? Because they said they were flying from Phoenix to Hawaii, right?
It was shortly before they landed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still scary, still frightening, and good to hear that those individuals are okay, it seems, but obviously anytime you run into any sort of turbulence, it just totally freaks me out.
And Sarah, can that kind of weather just pop up like that? These pilots are saying that turbulence really wasn't on the radar.
I mean, the atmosphere is a fluid.
Yeah.
Okay. So it can get those tiny eddies in it really quickly. It can get downbursts very quickly too that are difficult to see on the radar. So again, it's not unheard of, but as mentioned, very, very rare for that to happen just before landing.
Right. So good to hear that all those people, 30 minutes before landing. So good to hear that everyone's okay there. Paramedics and emergency crews, of course, taking care of those people, ranging in age from 14 months to adults.
Yeah.
So,
crazy.
Yeah, crazy stuff there.
Always wear your seatbelt. Sarah.
Yes.
It's kind of miserable out there this morning, right?
It's miserable.
It's cold, it's damp as we head into the afternoon, but this is not the coldest we're going to be all week.
Bundle up.
In fact,
here we go.
very cold
Yes.
weather arriving on Thursday. I wanted to start with showing you the radar right now. Most of the rain is starting to move out of San Antonio. So as we look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, we'll see cloudy skies for the remainder of the afternoon with a high temperature in the low 50s. So it's going to be chilly all day. Northeast winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then tonight, skies are going to be clearing a little bit, and we'll start off the day tomorrow pretty cold too. But I want to transition and talk about our Arctic cold front arriving on Thursday in the later afternoon. So Thursday itself will actually be able to warm up to 66 degrees, but then in the later afternoon, that front is going to move through and temperatures are going to drop like a rock. By Friday morning, we'll be looking at a morning low right around 18 degrees on Friday morning, and we'll warm up, but we may just stay below freezing in San Antonio for at most about 48 hours, because by Saturday morning we'll be down into the low 20s, but with plenty of sunshine Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we are going to be able to see afternoons above freezing, especially on Saturday and Sunday, Christmas Day itself. So I want to put everyone at ease. We are not going to be seeing any kind of wintry precipitation. In fact, sunny skies are forecast. It will be cold though. However, with this kind of cold, this is a hard freeze. So there are a few things that you need to do before Thursday afternoon to make sure that you're set up for success when it comes to the hard freeze. First of all, bring in all pets. Make sure all pets have a warm place to stay. Also, I want to talk about plants, okay? So if you water Wednesday, that's going to insulate the ground. And you're going to want to bring in any kind of potted plants. I mean, we've seen plenty of water today too, so you may actually not need to water on Wednesday, but bring in all potted plants and cover any sensitive plants that are sensitive to cold. I've had a lot of questions about citrus trees, rose bushes. Cover them all just to be on the safe side. This is not like February 2021 where we're going to be below, we were below freezing for 5 days nearly. This time maybe perhaps up to about 48 hours. Then let's talk about pipes, okay? If you live in an older home, you're going to want to insulate any kind of exposed pipes and spigots. And you're also going to want to drip your faucets from about Thursday night through Christmas weekend. Keep those cabinets open. Odds are we're not going to lose power. We've had ERCOT say multiple times that they're prepared for this kind of cold. So as long as the power's going in the home, you're going to have warmth around those pipes and those kinds of things. And then finally, I want to talk about people, right? These are the 4 Ps of hard freeze preparation. Check on those without central heating. There are some homes in San Antonio that do not have central heating. Make sure everyone has a warm place to stay and try to stay inside. I mean, it's going to be Christmas weekend, right? You're going to want to stay inside if you can. So again, a very big drop in temperatures for us. Potential around San Antonio to be below freezing for up to 48 hours. But again, with no snow, with plenty of sunshine, this is not going to be like February 2021.
Sarah, yeah, I had my husband bring in like the big pots.
Yeah.
And they're in the garage. And what I do, if we're going to be doing that 48-hour freeze, but not just for that, because I know for the next, through Tuesday, we're going to possibly be reaching at least freezing overnight, correct? At some point?
Yeah, so next week, right?
Yes.
So we're talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday morning. We could start off with temperatures below freezing. So you'll want to keep those plants covered even when we get above freezing during the day.
So usually what I do is if it's going to be that long extended time of so you're not moving pots back and forth,
right.
I'll just put all of them in the garage.
Yeah.
I even bought a grow light this time around. My husband was like, I don't know what we're growing in here, Sarah, but or I opened the garage, let them get some sunlight so you're not doing the dance of bringing things in and out so they can get sunlight and live.
Again, it's really Friday that we could be below freezing for more than 24 hours because Saturday and Sunday we're going to have plenty of sun and warm up above freezing.
And this is something we've been talking about a lot this morning during our morning meetings. And I know Erica Hernandez is working on a story right now about just weatherization, getting your home ready to go when it comes to protecting all of your
try to go to the Home Depot or Lowe's today because, you know, it's going to, as we get closer to Thursday, it might get more crowded there.
And you also don't want to be doing all those preparations when it's really cold and that front's coming in.
It's true.
Been there, done that, not fun.
Yeah, so of course we're going to keep you updated on air, online, and the KSAT Weather Authority app is your best friend at a time like this. We'll go live right to your phone if we need to. And again, all indications from ERCOT, CPS that you know, power grid's going to be humming. So we'll keep you updated on that too.
All right, good to know. Thank you very much, Sarah. And yes, make sure to download our KSAT Weather Authority app. That is right there. That information right there on your phone, your fingertips. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Woo, look at this scene. Where's this? Buenos Aires, I'm guessing. Argentina, top of the world right now after winning the World Cup in a thrilling match over France yesterday morning in Qatar.
That's right, Lionel Messi. He won his first World Cup of his career after breaking all sorts of scoring records. And here at home, another Argentina sports legend was living the dream.
All right, yeah, so Manu Ginobili, we all know Argentina, born and raised, but of course, you know, lives here in San Antonio as well. So he was at home. Not sure if he was in Argentina or here in San Antonio. Remember, he was there. So he's probably there with his family for Christmas. But look at Manu, just enjoying it with his little puppy there, Pipa, and his son Nico. Just enjoying this big win for Argentina. A lot of passion there.
Do yourself a favor and go on Manu's Twitter page because it is a roller coaster of emotions. He's excited, he's upset, he's nervous. I mean, I think we all went through that collectively. I know 1 billion people tuned in to watch yesterday.
Yeah, Manu even at one point he tweeted that he needed to go outside for a walk. So I know the way that feels. He went on like a sports walk because things have gotten so intense with that match there. But again, Argentina brings home the World Cup the first time since 1986. And man, I could imagine that they're still celebrating out there in the streets of all of those cities there in Argentina this morning.
I am not a soccer fan in general. When I got home, my husband was wearing his Argentina scarf because he's seen Messi play before. And he was like up and down. And then I got really into it and I'm yelling and screaming. And now all of a sudden I'm like the biggest Messi fan like within a span of an hour. So
It definitely captured the world's attention there. So yeah, but again, as you mentioned, check out Manu live tweeting this. This is pretty hilarious. And again, he was sharing some of these videos with him and his little puppy Pipa there, and his little boy just enjoying this huge match there as Argentina brings home the World Cup. So congrats, Manu Ginobili.
Oh, you know what was the most difficult part about yesterday?
Yeah.
Going through that emotional roller coaster and having probably one of the best sports matches of all time play out in front of you, and then you turn on the Cowboys.
Yeah, so this was pretty interesting because obviously the World Cup match ended literally like minutes before the Cowboys kicked off. And that's what we're going to do now for Stick Figure Sports. Let's go. The greatest thing ever in the history of sports television right here, Stick Figure Sports. So just to remind people, we cannot show any highlights from any games, which is why we can't show.
This is why we do it this
This
way.
is a streaming service, yes. So we cannot show any highlights. So this is what we got to do here when it comes to the Cowboys. They were on the road in Jacksonville. And here, to me, was sort of the play of the game. Do you want to take a shot at this here?
Do you want to tell me and I'll illustrate?
Sure. Okay. Should we do the last play, the Dak interception?
Sure.
Okay. So Dak Prescott back to pass. Game is tied at 34 right now. Look at this, beautiful stuff there. Beautiful stuff there. Yeah. Game's tied at 34 in overtime. All Dallas needs to do is get a field goal. Dak rolls out to his left, throws it across the middle. There you go. He finds Noah Brown, receiver Noah Brown, who actually has had himself a nice game, but Noah Brown ends up dropping the ball. It bounces off his chest and into the hands of a Jacksonville defender, who ends up taking that thing all the way back to the house for the interception return. Jaguars beat the Cowboys 40. Am I going too fast? This is pretty good. I like this. Oh.
Yay!
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
And then he's running. He's
Runs
running.
all the way for the score, and the Jags beat the Cowboys 40-34. In a pretty thrilling game there. Dallas, nice. Nice. Dallas was up in this game 27-10. They could not hold on to this lead, and thus they lose their fourth game of the season. But more than anything, they basically lost out on their chance to win the division because they now need Philadelphia to lose 3 games, their last 3 games of the season, and the Cowboys need to win their last 3 games of the season. That's probably not going to happen, much to the happiness of Max Massey over there, who's secretly very happy that the Eagles are on a roll right now. Okay, what's going on now?
Brown is saying, I can't believe the Cowboys are actually this bad. Did that just happen?
Oh boy. Well, they're not. They're still okay. They're in good shape. They clinched the playoff berth. They did do that yesterday with the result of the Commanders-Giants game. So Dallas is in the playoffs. Unfortunately, they're going to have to play on the road throughout the playoffs. But we'll see if they could bring home a Super Bowl there for Jerry. Oh, you're just having that.
That's Dak.
Wow.
What
okay.
a loser.
Oh, boy,
well,
geez,
that's just, I'm just repeating what my husband kept saying. God, what a loser. Seriously,
wow,
what a loser.
Wow, taking it out on him. Yeah, you know what? Dak
know.
has struggled, actually. You know, they shouldn't have even beat the Texans the week before. So, Cowboys living on the edge
They
here.
almost lost to the Texans.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just
exactly.
a lot of emotions
living
are
on the
very
edge
high
there.
in my household.
Yeah, definitely.
Yesterday.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap things up for Stick Figure Sports. Wanted to also say congrats to UTSA. They unfortunately lost last Friday, but still had a great season.
Great
UIW
season.
as well, a heartbreaking loss Friday as well. But shout out to our local teams. And I think that's going to wrap things up.
Hey, we'll see you back here tomorrow at 11.
Have a good one, y'all.